Hi, everybody. Welcome to my show, Angel Guidance by Lisa. And I am here to share with you some really interesting information that I um, tuned into just before the show. I gave a little reading for the listeners, and I'm going to go through that. It's for the next week, and it's based on your prosperity and your finances and your money. And I know that everyone is really concerned about that because of everything that's going on in the world. So let me just back up for a minute. So um, my day job is that of healer, medium, and spirit teacher of all things spirit. So that is what I do. Now, since we're all under lockdown, obviously I don't have people coming into my home. So I'm doing a lot more internet work with sessions, and then also with giving live Reiki sessions on my group page, Reiki Live, REIKI LIVE exclamation point. Please join my page, because during these live sessions, not only do you receive healing, you also may receive messages from your loved ones in spirit. Because what happens is when I tune into Reiki and I allow it to flow through me, many times those who want to get a message through will see that my lights are on and they want to communicate. So that is what happens. Or I will also see guides, I'll see angels, I'll see those working with you, those beings of light who may be able to help you through these challenging times. So that being said, that's a little bit of what I do. So today's session, I'm going to open up with some cards. We're going to talk about that, and then we'll move on to something else that I think will be helpful for you. So we're focusing on money today. We're focusing on prosperity. Now, prosperity and money can be two things, okay? Prosperity can be always being prepared for life circumstances and moving through life with an attitude of high expectation for how things will work out for you. Meaning, when I am in a prosperous mindset, I know things are going right for me. I'm not looking at the glass half empty. I'm looking at it as half full. That's prosperity. Now, money is part of prosperity. Money is what we use. It's energy in the form of currency. And it's what we use to pay for things. It's what we receive for energy that we give out in exchange for that energy, that work. People pay us. It also may be in exchange for some other kind of trade. So a lot of people are worried about money right now. And I know that the government works kind of slowly since we're talking about the entire country here. So some of you may be still waiting on your stimulus checks. Some of you may be waiting on unemployment compensation. Some of you may be just waiting to go back to work, or in a kind of in-between state. And that can really create fear, because as humans, we really want to know what's going to happen. We want structure in our lives. So the first card I pulled today is the ego card. Now, the ego card is about the left side of the brain. The ego card is that side of the brain that says, you better go get a job. You better go and do X, Y, Z so you can get your act together. You know things aren't going to work out unless you really pull it together and do this and do that. And sometimes our ego will send us in multiple directions, like in a reactive way. So let's say you get your bank statement and you see that you thought you had more money in your account, but you don't. So what happens next? Well, a lot of people freak out, and they're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And then they start trying different things, and just to try to solve that problem of having a low account, a low balance in the account. So what do we do for that? Well, when we're worried, when we're stressed out, usually the reactions we have at the moment aren't going to serve our highest purpose. And so at that point, it's when you step back and you really take a look at what's going on, take some deep breaths, and decide how it's going to change for you. And this is what we're talking about today. The next card that I drew is the Three of Spring. Now, the Three of Spring, for me, is representative of what we know, what our mind is telling us, okay? We can change our mind, we can change our thoughts very easily. With this card, it indicates that everything for you is going to be fine. Everything for you financially is going to work out. But it's really important to keep that mindset of that happening, because the universe works with us. We co-create. We work together. So if you are saying to yourself, oh my God, I don't have any money, my bank account is low, I don't know what I'm going to do, and you keep saying that over and over again, you're going to create like experiences for yourself. You're going to create more reasons to have that panic, freak out mode. We don't want that. We don't want panic and freak out. So how do you do it? Okay. So this is what it is. The idea of trusting that everything's going to work out for your highest good is where you want to start. Because things will work out for your highest good if you intend them that way. All right? So one thing you can do when you do get a stimulus check, when you do get a compensation package, or you get unemployment money, you want to give yourself a portion of that money and put it aside, okay? Because this card came up right here, and this says, what? Pay yourself first, okay? You have to pay yourself first. You want to manipulate and shape the energy of the money that you're receiving, all right? Do not throw it all out into the winds and pay everybody else and not yourself, okay? Who is the most important person who's going to help you through life and help you get through these times? You. And you have to decide how it's going to go for you, all right? If you're running around chasing after ideas to get more money, to bring money in, trying to figure out all of these possible schemes that are going to bring you money, and maybe you are, maybe you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is a suggestion. The card that came up for this is attracting and not chasing. Okay, think about yourself as a gigantic magnet, all right? So you want to get a piece of paper and you want to write this down, all right? This is not school, but this is how life works, all right? We need to be disciplined and practice what we talk about. So you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write on the left side of the paper what you are attracting into your life right now, okay? What are you attracting into your life? Are you attracting money? Are you attracting work? Are you attracting helpful people? Are you attracting health and happiness? What are the things coming into your life? Like, just sit down and look around. What are you bringing into your life? Because I have news for you. You're bringing it in, okay? No one else is doing it to you. You're creating it yourself. So the point of this is we need to attract into our lives what we want, all right? And we need to see what we want as having already happened, all right? So you want to look back and you want to say, gosh, do you remember that time when the whole world was turned upside down and I came out of it smelling like a rose, that I came out of it with more money than I went into it with, that I came out of it in a better relationship with my family, that I came out of that whole crazy time as feeling healthy and happy and joyful? Okay, you need to revise what you're thinking about right now, because now is the only time. And while you're revising that, then you also want to think about raising your frequency, okay? So you want to raise up the vibration, because we all vibrate. We all have a frequency. I mean, this is science. I'm not just making this up. This is a vibration that we all have, okay? When you're depressed, when you're anxious, when you feel alone, when you feel sad, where do you think the vibration is? Where do you think the frequency has gone? It has gone down, sunk way down in the mud, okay? When you're happy, when you're laughing, when you're singing, when you're dancing, okay? It doesn't have to be professional. You can just dance around your house. When you do that, you raise your vibration. And what does that help do? That helps bring into your frequency higher level thoughts, higher level ideas. And those ideas help you move on in life. So on the other side of that piece of paper, you wrote, what are you attracting? Now, on the other side of that piece of paper, I want you to write what you want to start attracting into your life, okay? I want you to write what you want to see, all right? So on one side, it shows what you are bringing in. And I want you to be brutally honest with yourself, because there's a lot of people who aren't paying attention to this, and they have a bunch of gunk and garbage and mess in their life, okay? Be honest with yourself. Write those things down that you are already bringing in. And then, like I said, on the other side of that piece of paper, I want you to write down what you're going to bring in, what you want to attract. And so instead of saying, I want, though, you want to say it like this: I have, okay? I have whatever it is. It's mine, all right? So laughing, singing, dancing, this card right here, singing and dancing. I kid you not, it is the best way to raise your frequency. Think about if you're at a concert, if you're enjoying yourself, or if you're just at home and singing with your CD player or your MP3 player or whatever you have. What usually happens? Usually, if you're having a good time, the music is raising your frequency, all right? And so that's going to help guide you into your next move on the path of life. Now, what you have to do, though, is trust. You need to trust. And this is Vishnu, but it doesn't matter who it is. The point of the card is that you need to trust what's coming through. You need to trust that everything's lining up perfectly for you. You need to trust there is a divine order in life, and that all of these things that are happening out here in the outer world are out there, and that's okay. You don't have to invite all that's going on out there inside here, okay? You want to have freedom in your life. Who doesn't want freedom? Everybody does. How do you have freedom? Even among what's going on right now. You know how you have freedom? By choosing your next thought, all right? If you react, if you're always having to put out small fires in reaction to something that's taken place, ask yourself, why are you in that role? Why are you the one always putting out the fires, cleaning up the mess, having to deal with the leftovers? Why? That's not what we're designed to be. We're designed by a higher power to create our own lives, okay? There's nothing out here that's going to affect it, all right? We invite everything in. Our world, what we have on the outside, is from our thoughts and what we think on the inside, okay? And when you think thoughts that are positive, that are high frequency, that put you in the place of power where you're attracting what you want in life, where you're a giant magnet pulling in your desires, and you repeat that. You think about that every day. Think about that throughout the day. If you're just sitting at home right now and not really having much to do, those other thoughts can go crazy in our minds, those negative thoughts. Instead, replace them with positive. Replace them with what you want to attract in life, okay? What do you want? Money, job, career, stable place to live, good relationships, health, guidance to move on the right direction. Any of those things. That's 7 right there. Address what those are. What are those feelings? What are those thoughts that are coming in when I say that to you? You want to understand that no one is a victim here. All right. We are all in charge of what we want in life. So now I want to help you shift. I want to help you shift in a very real, practical way. All right. Think about what I just said. What do you want to see in your life? What do you want to pull into your life? What is going to make you happy? What is going to make you content, stress-free, full of relief and health? What's going to help you do that? Well, you've decided in your head what those things are that you're going to have on your list. Now, you set the intention that you want to heal, that you want to release all the negative, and that you want to bring in all the positive that you just thought about. And I'm going to send you Reiki healing. Reiki healing is the highest vibration healing there is. All right. It is the love frequency. It is actually a number, 528 hertz. In my opinion, Reiki energy is the energy of love. All right. It's universal light. What's going to happen is I will channel Reiki. You're going to receive it if you accept. And then we're going to work with this for a few minutes. I may say a few things to you, but I just want you to relax, close your eyes. I want you to give it about 10 minutes to really feel what's happening in the body. With Reiki, you may notice vibration, you may notice waves of light, you may notice things in your mind's eye, you may feel sensations of other beings in the room, you may notice someone who's passed away who's coming through to deliver a message to you or just say hello. Please know this is all of the highest good, and that is all that I ever want for anyone, is for them to reach their highest good. All right, close your eyes, take a deep breath, feet flat on the floor. It's okay if you want to recline, that's okay too. Breathe in. Take another deep breath. And as you breathe in and out, I want you to feel the energy in your body rise up towards the sky. And as you exhale, push the energy in your body out into the space around you. You may notice some heat or even coolness near the top of your head. It may feel like a slight breeze. And as I sit here with you, either live or on the replay, I am noticing energy information that I am passing along to you. It may connect with you, so please make a note of that. Okay, I'm seeing a gentleman in spirit. This gentleman would be middle age, around 50. Looks like he would be slightly overweight. He's he has dark hair. He's short sleeve tailored shirt, like with a collar. He has a great big smile. He's showing me that he would work in, it looks like the automotive industry. It looks like it would be something related to cars or vehicles. I feel like this gentleman would be really focused on his heritage, and his heritage is feels like Italian. It feels like there would be a big focus on the food that he that would be served in his home, that would be part of his family. I'm also feeling like there's his mother would be there. So it feels like this is a blended family, or this was a blended family where grandmother, son, and children lived together in a home. if you can connect with this gentleman, and I feel like there may be a letter N in his name. Letter N is in Nick, letter N. You can connect with this gentleman, know that he is with you. I feel like this gentleman would have offered some stability to your life, and there may be some part of this missing for you right now. And he's with you, and he's coming through as a supporter of you. I feel like this is connected with the East Coast. I feel like there may be a caller on the East Coast or a listener who can take this. And I do feel like his parents came from across the ocean. Parents or grandparents across the ocean. This feels very much like his family would have immigrated. You know, it almost feels like not Italian. I'm feeling like it could be Middle Eastern as well. And if you can take any of this information after the session, just drop a comment. Yes, so I'm feeling like this gentleman also would be coming through to talk about money, would be coming through to talk about when you're worried about money, when you're stressed about money, and you're sort of in that state of in and out as far as like not really paying attention to what's going on around you, you may notice signs from this loved one. I feel like there would be an orange butterfly connected with him, definitely a butterfly, and it may be orange in color. And those are those signs that he sends would be just an indication that he's with you and not to be worried. I feel like he calls this person baby or some affectionate name as well. So I do feel like there is a movement right now. Someone may notice in the stomach area, in the area just below the rib cage and just above the waistline. I feel like there is a movement there that represents a healing and an integration of what's going on around you and what's happening now. I feel like this area may have given this person problems because of stress. And this is being shifted now and brought into alignment with your highest good. I also feel like there's a person here who is would come in spirit and would have been very have old ways and would have worked with healing methods, would have worked with cards, would have worked with tea leaves. This person is bringing forth this information. This feels like a woman, may have a letter S in the name or an SH. And this person is coming through and asking you, and I feel like this is directed at a woman, asking you to connect with your heritage and connect with these old ways. It will help you through these times. Keep breathing. So as you breathe in, I want you to feel the energy in your body. You may notice it as little swirls. You may notice it as vibration or tingling, as heat. And this is Reiki energy overlaying with yours and bringing your frequency up into harmony with love. Breathe in, and I want you to bring your energy back around your body. And feel the oxygen you breathe in your fingers and toes. I have sealed the session. I want you to know that it's important to ground yourself and drink some water after this session. If you would like to join me live, I offer live Reiki sessions to groups on my Facebook page, Reiki Live. You can contact me at Pure Love Energy on Facebook or at Lisa Short in Lenexa, Kansas on Facebook. If you'd like to leave some feedback for me, you can message me either on the comments under the video here as you see them now or on the replay, or you can message me at Lisa Short or at Pure Love Energy. I really appreciate you being here today. I hope this healing and guidance was helpful for you today. Take what you can, leave the rest. I just wish you a really, really high frequency, high vibration week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Namaste.